Be the change. Some days it is easier to be the change than others. And today is one of my days where I have to pick myself back up and change my thinking. Change my focus, so that I can put myself into a better place. And so let's see. For the overall weather today, we have Great Spirit. We got Miracle, Angel of Alchemy. Cute little cards. Miracle. I love miracles. Miracle. Thinking about it. Every human being is like a miracle. We have a mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, soul. Heart chakra. Inner stillness, inner energy, inner body, mind, body, inner body. Eternal child and the mentor in the mind space. A miracle. Sometimes it's a miracle that, no, it's not even sometimes. It's a miracle that some people who've been through hell and back and never got to be a child and never got to experience that, then they grow up and they take their wounds and they turn it into wisdom, which is a beautiful thing to do. And it kind of also makes sense of everything then. Then all of a sudden the trials and tribulations that you've been through, they serve some kind of a purpose, which when it happens, it doesn't have any purpose. It's just harmful. So miracle. It's also a miracle that we as human beings, we can change our perceptions. We can change who we are. We can change how we act. We can change how we approach the world. We can change how we feel about other people. We can change all of that. And that's a miracle too. Knight of Cups, dreamy, waiting for the Savior, someone to come and pick you up and take you out of the misery and the pain, take you out of the disappointments and the abuse. Into the sun. So the miracle happens. Sometimes can be a miracle too. The eternal child being in the Knight of Cups, in the imaginary world, it can be also a miracle that you're actually in your mind able to create your imaginary world, because sometimes the world is not a good place to be in, and it still is harsh out there, and it's very destructive. People are very destructive towards one another, which is completely out of I don't understand it. It's completely not understandable to act that way towards one another, because everybody knows what it feels like to be in pain. So why would they go around and inflict it on other people and feel good about it? So the eternal child and the mentor, a miracle. I love miracles. It's a miracle that I am here. It's a miracle that you are there. It's a miracle that I can sit here in my home and talk about these things, and then you can sit in your home or wherever and you can watch these things, and that's a miracle too. Divine being. We forget that we're divine beings, like a soul walking around in a human experience. Your soul is asking you, it's calling you, it's begging you to take it seriously, your soul, so that you can free yourself from the labels, like from being who someone else thought that you should act like this is who you should be, or like this is the label, you are A, B, and C, and nobody told you what A, B, and C is supposed to think about, or talk about, or feel about. And so we're not being authentic, we're trying to be something else that we're not. And that's life on planet Earth, which is really sad and really a waste of time too. Divine being, we're all divine beings. The Hierophant, traditional divine being. Higher learning, and also I would say with the Hierophant, I love Jesus. I love his teaching. I love how he acted towards people. I love his kindness, his grace, his compassion. And then I'm trying to be more like him so I can react and think and feel in the same ways, which is, in my opinion, the spiritual practice. That's the spiritual practice that we do. And then with religion, I feel sometimes they don't have to go through the changes. They are just idolizing one of the characters in the Bible. They're idolizing that one and putting it on a pedestal and then walking around idolizing that character, instead of being like, how can you sit here and say that you love Jesus and then you're talking crap about your fellow beings over there? Or how can you say that you love Jesus and then over there it's like cliques that is talking garbage about everybody else in this facility? And how can that be? Like, how can that happen? I don't understand it. Because if you really love Jesus or you want to be like him, then you want to start changing those things. Okay, so say that, okay, I love to gossip because it makes me feel better to put other people down, or makes my life feel more interesting when I can talk about the chaos and the failure in other people's lives, right? And then instead of just keep doing that every time you gather around people because you want to have the most important or the most impressive thing to talk about or whatever, and then instead of keep doing that, that's where you want to put it on your spiritual to-do list. Maybe try and change it. Maybe next time you don't engage in that kind of talk. If they're not there to talk about, if you cannot say it to their face, then probably you shouldn't say it. And I think that a miracle would be if more people started to really practice what they preach. And the Two of Cups. Equal relationship, equally yoked. Partnership, it doesn't have to be love, it can be love. It can be business. It can be another divine being. Perhaps you find another one, the divine being out there amongst all the masks and the pretend and the role-playing people. Maybe you find another spirit that is also divinely guided and doing the work. And then for the soul with a heart, green is the color of the heart. Ease and grace, we have heart chakra. Ease and grace. So in our heart chakra, one aspect of it is ease and grace. Ease and grace. Love is the gentle, powerful presence that radiates through me when I quiet and deepen. It is safe for me to be gentle and graceful. I follow my heart's desire, and I take the path of least resistance. It is easy for me to be gentle and graceful when I connect to the rhythms of the earth and the universe. I flow gently and easily. Ace of Cups. Starting something new. Maybe you're closing down on an old cycle of talk. Just talk about it. Pretending to change or just talking about it. Maybe you're leaving that behind, and now you're deciding to make your spiritual to-do list and then really start to change those behaviors that are not in your own benefit. It's not benefiting anybody else. It's just causing friction and heaviness. And so the Ace of Cups can also be a brand new beginning, brand new love coming in. It can be a love interest. It can be divine love, like this cup is filling itself with a Hierophant, divine being connected, having faith, being connected within yourself, being one with. And the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Mentor, taking action with ease and grace, taking action with ease and grace. This one is very still, sitting on that horse. There's a tree over there. There's like, it's very calm, and he's sitting there with the resources. He has the resources that he needs or she needs, not a gender specific reading. And so he can or she can, they can utilize their energy, their time. They can put it into action so that it works for them. And they're going to put it into action, flowing gently and easily with ease and grace. The eternal child, keep that, like the Bible even talks about it, keeping that childlike spirit, the childlike mind. The eternal child, being curious about life, being in connection with your emotions, being in connection with your thoughts, like knowing that you are the presence behind all that, and that you are already connected with God. But that the thinking and the time is the biggest obstacle between you and God. And the mentor, teaching, bringing out whatever lessons life gave you, whatever lessons God gave you, life gave you, source gave you, the universe presented to you. Whatever lessons, turn it into, with a childlike wonder, with childlike curiosity and childlike love. Childlike love without all the labels and the restrictions. Just pure innocence, pure. And then share it with the world. You are a miracle. Like, it's a miracle just being here on this planet Earth, even though it kind of sucks for a long time. And time periods, this life kind of is very challenging. And so, but it can also be very beautiful. Can also be very beautiful, and it is indeed a miracle. Great Spirit, we have the miracle, the eternal child, mentor, divine being, heart chakra. Psychic development. Divine being. The more you get over yourself, your labels, who you think you are, what you are supposed to do, what you're supposed to say, what you're supposed to feel, what you're supposed to become, what you're supposed to this, what you're supposed, they told you that, they told you this, they told you that, and they told you this, and all of that. Once you clear out your mind, you clear out your mind space, and I'm serious when I say that your mind, your space around your head can actually be quiet. Wow, really? It can be quiet? I don't think my mind ever been quiet. And it takes a training, practice, spiritual to-do list. Remember to stay in the now. Remember to bring yourself away from your drowning in your thoughts. Psychic development, internal. Now you can start to lean on the resources from within with your inner body and pick up signs and signals between people. You can read the room in a different way. You can talk to people on a deeper level. You can hear what they say, but you can see the meaning behind it. And you're gonna develop psychic development. And then you can also share that, be the mentor, divine being. And be the miracle that you are. Don't be a douche. Be a miracle. Because that beautiful light in me is encouraging you. And I love that beautiful light in you. And I honor it. I respect that beautiful divine being that you are. I love you. I respect you. And some days we just gotta keep on keeping on and do the best we can. Until next time, namaste.